Looking for stories that are fresh and new? Dark fantasy, humor, space exploration, time travel, cyberpunk, alternate history, and more. They're in the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future anthology from 24 award-winning authors and illustrators, plus art and writing tips and bonus stories. L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. Buy your copy at galaxypress.com, Amazon, or wherever books are sold.
Looking for something new in dark fantasy, humor, space exploration, time travel, alternative history? They're in the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future anthology. Get the 10-volume box set with 159 stories and full-color illustrations plus 34 articles with writings and art tips. Get the UPRN discount, $125 for the entire box set. That's a $60 savings for that beautiful box set. L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. Go to uprntalkradio.com, click on the link, and place your order.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to my show Into the Night. I'm Sean Kelly. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. Thank you for being on tonight, listening to the show. I am on UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi. This is going to be a crazy show, I guess. Hey, Johnny. And who knows where it's going to go from there. Be straight out and honest with you, just not in a good mood today, so we'll see how this show goes. But I'm going to try to be lively about it and go from there, Just too much stress, too much drama going on in my life right now. It's so hard to know if I'm coming or going. But, this is my Sunday night. This is a good show. This is a happy show. And it's going to be a happy show. I'm just telling you where I am. So if you honestly see if I'm like acting a little mad or not too happy, then I'm just, I'm just not there, And hello, Cindy Mitch. Good to see you. Sebastian, good evening to you, Sean, and all the viewers. Good evening to you, Sebastian. Thank you for coming in. But, so I have to tell, hello, Virginia. Good to see you. Virginia's seeing through the veil. Kason. Life, yes, I know what you mean. Good to see you, Kason. That's really nice to see the people come into the room tonight. It's just been a lot of craziness going on. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. And, Christmas is right around the corner, okay? And I was listening to some Christmas carols on the radio, okay? And it just seems like I keep hearing Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, okay? And then, what's the one, Santa Baby? I hear that one too, and then I listen to some Trans-Siberian Orchestra Christmas. I don't know if anybody ever seen them, but they are one hell of a group. If you ever get the chance, if they come to your city, honestly, you seriously need to go to and listen to that group because, oh my God, the music is phenomenal. Carol the Bells. Hey, Scotsman, good to see you, pal. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas, Sir Squatch. Don't forget, this Tuesday coming up, I have Phil Siracusa, who was on 2 weeks ago, and he talked about his house. I think it's called the Family Cottage. I'm not sure. But, we only had 40 minutes with him, and he was explaining on how He was explaining how he was doing some Ouija board stuff, and all of a sudden, this spirit by the name of Sarah came in, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was very, very interesting. Well, I'm going to have Philip on this Tuesday coming up, and he's going to tell us all about the ghost Sarah or the spirit Sarah. And he's going to add on to that, to what he has encountered during his doing the Ouija board stuff. It's going to be an interesting show. I am so looking forward to it, and I really hope to see that everybody come and listen to it, because it's going to be a very, very interesting show. So it's like, so back to the Christmas carols. Yeah. So, it says here, like, there's like some dark Christmas carols, and, it's like, I really was looking into some disturbing Christmas songs, but you know what? There was only one, and, the dummy me, I forgot to write it down. Yes, it has, Sebastian, really quick. Yes, it's definitely going to be exciting, Virginia. Definitely. But and I really couldn't find any. The only one that I found was like written back in 1596 about this king who would kill children, And I read about it, and I'm thinking, I ain't putting this on my show. No, it's not. It wasn't cool. I just didn't want to talk about it, because as I read the research on it, I was just like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. So I was there thinking, what else can I do? What else can I do about the Christmas carols? And I was looking up, and it dawned on me, and I just Googled it, and it says, I Googled the 10 most disturbing Christmas songs. Okay. The 10 most disturbing Christmas songs. Can anybody take a guess out there who's in the chat room and tell me, what do you think one of your disturbing Christmas songs are before we continue to go on? So anybody have any? Does anybody have a song? Because some of these are like really crazy, and some of them I never saw before in my life. And honestly, there's like 2 or 3 on here that I never even heard of. So we're just going to get into it. But I will, on another note, I will tell you that I am going to have a Christmas Eve show. I am. And Baby Santa by Shakira. Oh, okay. I never heard of that one. Okay. I'm going to have to write that one down, check that one out. But I am going to have a Christmas Eve show, and it's going to be from 8 to 9. Maybe I might be able to take it a little longer. I'm not sure. But it's just going to be just like a little get together. Bring your eggnog with you. And, if you have any spirits that you want to bring along, bring them on, and we could just talk about Christmas. What our traditions were and stuff like that. And I think it would be interesting, because I know there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to have no guests or have no family around Christmas Eve. I need a Santa hat. Maybe I might just go out and get one, Virginia. Maybe I might just do that. Need I used to have stockings all the time, and now I can't find them. But my son is 32 years old, and I still have his stocking, and I still stuff it with all kinds of stuff that he needs. So it's like pretty cool. So to the 10 most disturbing Christmas songs. And at number 10, Santa Baby. Yeah. Santa Baby is the 10th disturbing Christmas song, because Madonna sang it, and some other singer back, Kit, something like that, and it was very provocative, when this song came out. Um, and if you actually listen to the song, yes, it's definitely very provocative. And with Madonna singing it, and this other lady who sang it, the original singer on it, come on, it's like in in the videos, it's like craziness, man, craziness. It's like, okay, so every 21, 23-year-old guy out there is listening to Santa Baby and listening to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Holy crap, what a good way of selling a song. You know what I mean? I will tell you this, at 8:30, we are going to have a commercial, a minute and a half of commercials, and then I'll come on for the second 20 minutes or 25 minutes of it. So now, the number nine song. Well, you know what? I'm going to type this in. Okay. Number 10 was Santa Baby. Okay. So I typed that in there. See? Okay, there we go. So number 9 is I'll Be Home for Christmas. If only in my dreams. Now, what this song was about, okay, and this is what I read up, and I can actually see it, where the guy took this song and he kind of like put it to a soldier in the war, okay, where, he would be sitting in a foxhole eating dinners and stuff like that, his beans or whatever, on Christmas night or Christmas Eve. And, that one line, drawing in what was it? If only in my dreams. And they really believe that him not being home for Christmas. And I can truly, truly understand that. Because when I was in the service, I was in the Navy, and 4 years, I did 4 years and 30 days. And out of those 4 years, I spent 3 years out at sea for Christmas and New Year's, and Thanksgiving. So I wasn't home for those 3 years. And, sitting in my in my rack, or laying in my rack, and just thinking, how my mother is having a party or Christmas party or birthday party and all the fun that I used to have. And here I am stuck on the ship with 5,000 guys. No, it just wasn't right. But you know what? We had to do what we had to do. But I remember, and this is like really, really, really cool. And this is a true story. One year we were on ship. My mom sent me a box of gifts, and she also sent this little Christmas tree. Okay. It was like about a 3-footer, nothing really big. It was a fake tree. And what we did, okay, is we set the tree up on the table and put like a sheet around it, and everybody put their presents underneath the Christmas tree. And it was like really, really cool. It just felt like home. And that guys that are from all over the country, Kason Lee says, and what's that song about a man in the car wrecked dead and singing he's going to be home for Christmas? You know what? Grandma ran over by a reindeer, maybe? That's on the list. But no, it was a cool feeling when we had all our presents underneath the tree on the ship. So number 8. And I never heard of this one before. Maybe somebody can. Thank you, Virginia. I appreciate that. Now, number 8, Do They Know It's Christmas? And it was sung back in 1984 by Boy George. Has anyone ever heard of that song before? I haven't. I haven't heard that song before, and I really didn't have time to listen to it. But it's like kind of like an alternative Christmas song, so I really don't know it. No, okay. Anybody else out there that kind of knows what that is? I'd appreciate it if you could do it. Number 7. Here's a crazy one. Um, Christmas with Satan. Yeah, and that's another alternative holiday song, and that was released in 1981. Um, but the way I look at life and the way I look at people, I respect everybody's religion beliefs. I respect what they believe in and what helps them go through. So I do know some people who Luciferians. I do know some, and they're good people. And so I'm not knocking it. I'm not going to get on here and tell you it is wrong to listen to that song and this and that. In fact, I will tell you that I did a show a long time ago on Satan and the devil and all that crap. And it kind of like opened my eyes on that. But if somebody wants to listen to that kind of song, that's fine. You know what I mean? That, more power to them. Kason says, to be honest, I like creepy songs than all joy Christmas songs. You know what, Kason? You know what? That's cool. Because I work in a supermarket. I'm a meat cutter at a shop and safe. And that's all I hear 8 hours a day, every day, is Christmas songs on the radio. It starts right after Thanksgiving. And they're on like a loop. Everyone knows that the songs are like on a loop. And we know exactly what time the song's going to come up. But go back to All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. She plays every 3 or 4 times. That song plays 3 or 4 times every hour. So, but there are no creepy songs. No creepy songs at all. And as we're going on through the list, I would like to ask everybody out there in the chat room, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Okay, I will tell you. I got 2 of them. Okay. The first one is the original Christmas Carol. Okay. And I put myself as Scrooge, but I'm not Scrooge. But when the ghosts come and visit and they showed me my past, the now, and the future, it kind of rang a bell. But the coolest ghost on that movie, on A Christmas Carol, was Jacob Marley, the very first one. And to be honest with you, I hope I'm not that Jacob Marley, because for all the greed that he had, with money and stuff, he is changed to the earth, and I don't want to be that spirit. No, not at all. But I still think he's a coolest ghost. And what I like about the end of the movie, though, was when Scrooge woke up. Any Christmas episode of South Park, case and honest to God, my friend, I don't watch South Park. And, it just like, I don't know. I wish I did. But I'm talking too much here. Let me catch my breath here. But no, Christmas Carol. And my second favorite, the other Christmas Carol is with Bill Murray. It's a little bit more funnier, but, I can understand it being filmed at that time. Jacob the Ghost. Jacob Marley, yes, Jacob the Ghost. Now, my second favorite one, and, I have to bring Kleenexes with me when I watch this one. And the one, Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life. Okay. I cry at that one. Elf is boring. Elf is like overrated. But if you like Elf, Virginia, that's cool as hell. My mom loves Elf, man. And she constantly watches Elf. You know how people talk about watching The Christmas Story all the time? Well, my mom likes to watch Elf. I can't deal with that Christmas Story one. I don't know. It's just, it just does not phase me. I don't like it. You know, yeah, I think it's weird, but the, you know, what was this movie I was saw? Christmas Carol with Bill Murray. Now, that was funny and that was done great. Um, but you know, but when it comes to It's a Wonderful Life, Jimmy Stewart, um, that if you go and watch that movie, you know, instead of seeing Jimmy Stewart there, and you put me in there where Jimmy's at, that's what I went through. And it's sad, and I cried about it. But you know, Caseline says I cried after watching some Christmas flick a long time ago, but can't remember the name. Probably It's a Wonderful Life because that runs deep, man. Yes, it was a great movie, uh, Virginia. Very good. Um, but there's another movie out there, and it's not one of my favorites, but it had Mel Gibson and Danny Glover in it. Um, I forget the name of this show, but if I come across it during the day, during this hour, then I will tell you what it's the name of the movie. Um, but those are my favorite movies. What's everybody's favorite movie out there? Virginia, Kason, whoever's in the room, if you care to share, feel free to. Um, I would love to hear what you got to say. You know, maybe we could talk about it a little bit. But yeah, so about Jacob Marley, his pet parrot. Never heard of that one, bud. I don't know. But Christmas stories, Christmas carols, whatever. They're supposed to be happy. Now, Carlito's Way, that's a good movie. That was a good movie. But uh, Bruce Willis, the one on Bruce Willis, Die Hard. Die Hard was a good movie, and that was a Christmas movie too. Okay, boom! I got the movie with Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon. Yes, Cindy, thank you. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. I mean, Cindy, think about it. I just thought about it, and you just typed it in. Good minds think alike, there, Cindy. This goes out. Lethal Weapon. You know, if you watch that movie, don't put me in Mel Gibson's spot, and you know how my life was too. You know, so all I wanted to do was die. But you know, this is a happy show, so we're not going to do it. Um, but Lethal Weapon, I'm glad to hear that. I hope you remember the name of the show there, Kason. I appreciate it. You need to do some impressions. I don't do impressions. I don't think I could, you know, only on St. Patrick's Day when I was drunk, and that was 30 some years ago. So it's like, nah. But, you know, I do make a good Santa Claus, you know, I do make a good Santa Claus. I remember one time, me and my brother went out to dinner, and this was like 4 or 5 years ago. We went out to dinner to a restaurant here in Pittsburgh called Eaton Park. Oh, dumb kid. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. But wait till you hear about this story. And this is a true story. So me and my brother are down at Eaton Park. We're having dinner, and this little boy kept looking over me, okay, over and looking at me, and I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here, you know? He'd smell at me, I'd smell back, and you know, as we're continue eating the dinner, his grandma got up from the table and she walked over to me and she said, "Please excuse me, but my grandson thinks you're Santa Claus." I said, "Whoa," because my beard was like really hot and like, and so I got up and I went over to the little boy. He was handicapped, and I got down on one knee, and that's all he did. He was so happy. I put a smile on that kid's face. And the grandma, even the mom came up and said, "Thank you. We haven't seen him smile in a very long time." And I will tell you, it was only 2 minutes that I was with the kid. 2 minutes. but every ounce of negativity left my body, everything. And it just made me feel good that I could make this little kid smile. You know what I mean? So I wanted to share that with you. Kason says, how about Last Christmas by George Michael? Yeah, that's a damn depressing song. You know what I mean? That's crazy. He has a fling with his brother's wife or something like that. And the following year, she just goes back to her husband and he's left stranded. Yeah, that's a pretty bad song, Last Christmas. But so we are at the 8:30 mark. I'm going to finish the list when we come back. Feed the World's a very pretty song. So I'll see you in a minute and a half, okay? And I will continue the list.
Looking for stories that are fresh and new? Dark fantasy, humor, space exploration, time travel, cyberpunk, alternate history, and more. They're in the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future anthology from 24 award-winning authors and illustrators, plus art and writing tips and bonus stories. L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. Buy your copy at galaxypress.com, Amazon, or wherever books are sold.
Looking for something new in dark fantasy, humor, space exploration, time travel, alternative history? They're in the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future anthology. Get the 10-volume box set with 159 stories and full-color illustrations plus 34 articles with writings and art tips. Get the UPRN discount, $125 for the entire box set. That's a $60 savings for that beautiful box set. L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. Go to uprntalkradio.com, click on the link, and place your order.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. This is good. This is a good show. I'm glad to see everybody in the rooms. Virginia, good to see you. Scotsman, always a pleasure meeting you. I'm glad you're hanging around. So, little updates. Remember, this Tuesday coming up, December 12th, I'm going to have Phil Siracusa again for the hour show, and he's going to continue his story about his the village house or the family cabin. That's the name of it. I am on UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi. Okay. Hey, Sabel, good to see you. Welcome. So back to the songs. So the last one we talked about was Christmas with Satan. Okay. And that came out in 1981. And like I was explaining earlier before, if somebody likes to listen, I never heard the song before, and the people love it, then that's great. That's great, man. It's all cool. But coming in at number 6 is Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. And I don't know where he's coming up with a disturbing Christmas song on that one. But number 6 is Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. But at the time that this song came out, okay, they came out with that commercial or that thing, Don't Text and Drive. A lot of people think that this song here, I think it's funny. I don't understand, but this dude who wrote this article says, It came out with the Don't Text and Drive, and maybe grandma got killed by a dude driving, texting and driving at the same time. I don't know. But that was crazy to have that grandma remembering. I think it's funny. I really do. And hey, Amanda, good to see you. Good to see you, Amanda. Welcome to the show. Um, excuse me. And then now here we go. Number 5. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. So the dude, I read a little bit of this one. So the guy who wrote this thing about the 10 most disturbing Christmas songs. He was saying that the kid saw his mom kissing a big fat obese man underneath the Christmas tree. Now we all know that that it was her dad. We all knew that, kind of knew that. But you know what? So this guy had a demented brain when he put this one down, because it was like, okay, so my mom was kissing Santa Claus and my dad's upstairs sleeping. So is he gonna be here? Is mom gonna be embarrassed on Christmas morning when her son talks about that to her? But I think it's funny, but I don't think it's a disturbing song. I kind of like it. I mean, think about it, right? Hey, Pam Harris, good to see you. Welcome to the show. But no, how long have we heard that song? I saw only kissing Santa Claus. Many, 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 many times. All right, Johnny, have a good night. Yes, it is, Sybil. Yes, it is. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So number 4. Oh, now this is crazy. This fourth one. Think about it, right? John Denver sang this when he was a little boy. It says, "Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas." Pam, that's cool. Pam says, many, many years my dad played Santa. 42 years. That's cool. I played Santa maybe about 4 or 5 times. That was it. But you know what? It was fun when I did it. The only thing I didn't enjoy doing was putting that red suit on, and but watching the kids smile and handing out presents. I used to belong to a group, the Upper St. Clair JCs. And every year we would hold a Christmas party for the unfortunate, kids. And so that was my job to sit in the chair and pass out presents to kids. And it was pretty cool. I'm a pretty big boy, so I don't need no pillows underneath that uniform of the Santa Claus. But so number 3. Now, okay, question. I have to ask anybody this one. This one was called Backdoor Santa. Anybody ever heard that one? Backdoor Santa. And I'm like, never heard of it. I didn't even want to play it. It was, to me, thank you, Sibel. Appreciate it. Never heard of it. Not at all. And I'm not going to hear it, but I had to put this on. Yeah, man, it really does sound a little weird. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get the wiki on that Backdoor Santa. Just give me a couple minutes. See if I can find it. Here it is. It was sung by Clarence Carter. It's only a 2-minute song. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it is on YouTube. So if you want to watch it, go listen to it. Backdoor Santa. Now number two, Baby, It's Cold Outside. It's about the woman who wanted to go home, but the husband didn't want her to leave. Now, this was a big controversy song. Okay. They played it. I mean, they played it and played it and played it for the longest time. Then all of a sudden, during I guess the movement that happened at the beginning, like 3 years ago or whatever, they rewrote the song, and they rewrote it, and it had nothing to do with it. It was a lot nicer version of the song. But when I was reading and listening to the controversy on both songs, I mean, come on, it was a Christmas song way before, and we all listened to it. I think there was a movie made out of it. I'm not sure. And but people have to put words, or because they don't like something, they got to change the lyrics on a Christmas song, on a song that was played for almost, I'm just going to say 40 years. And it was like, you don't need to. You just can't keep it the way it was. You have to throw your 2 cents in all the time. So I quit. I didn't listen to the brand new song. I think John Legend wrote it, and sung it. I think John Legend did it. But all I know is that why spoil something that's been around for so long? That's why I look at it. Why spoil it? I grew up on these songs, and I'm okay with it. I didn't get mad. I didn't get, anxious or angry or spoke my voice about it. I didn't. No, not at all. And people shouldn't do that. People should not change things that people are used to. People should not change or try to change people. Okay? No one should. Or songs or movies or whatever. The hell with it. That person wrote that song. And then you have to come in and change it because a lot of people didn't like it. That's a bunch of malarkey. I'm not going to say bullshit. I'm going to say malarkey. Okay? Or a movie, when they want to change a movie, or they're saying that, movies aren't right. I don't know what's going on with Disney. I don't want to know what's going on with Disney. But I remember when I was a little kid on Sunday night, I used to sit down in front of my television and watch The Wonderful World of Disney, and I enjoy it. But now there's a big war between everybody through Disney, So I really can't talk a lot about this. I don't know all the facts of what is happening. Cindy Simpson says, "We are from a different time, my friend." Yes, we are. Sabelle says, "If anyone is going to get mad about a song, then my favorite singer, Elvis Presley, sang a song, 'Baby, Let's Play House.' The one lyric is, 'I'd rather see you dead than to be with another man.'" True. Roseanne Ash says, "Do you remember Cheech and Chong's Santa and the Magic Dust?" So, I never saw it, but Roseanne, I have to definitely check it out. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. I really do. In fact, I probably will try to look that up and watch it on YouTube. Case Han says, "Remember the mouse? It's an AVI clip by Disney." No, not at all, buddy. But the hell with what people think. If we enjoy watching what we want to watch, then we're going to watch what we're going to watch. But you know what? Don't take the fun out of. Don't take the meaning or the fun out of other people because you dislike that song. And Sibel got a good part, you know. She understands. Let us enjoy our music. Let us enjoy our time. You know, I mean, my son's 32, 33, and he grew up not what I would be watching. I remember, but what he watched. But his favorite movie was The Wizard of Oz. He loved it. He loved the monkeys. You know what I mean? He loved the monkeys. But it's all he talked about, the monkeys, the monkeys. And then when the monkeys would appear on the show, um, when the monkeys would appear, he'd run into the next room and he said, Daddy, are the monkeys gone? Are the monkeys gone? But that was his favorite. But those were some good times. And another story my son liked was like a crazy killer one was the Leprechaun movie, the Leprechaun movies. Oh, yes. In Jaws, we had to watch Jaws. And every time he heard the music, boom, 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 then he would have to run into the other room because he knew the shark was coming. Let's see here. Kason says, AKA Suicide Mickey. It's on YouTube. No, I have not seen that. Those are good movies. My favorite Disney movie was Lady and the Tramp. Honest to God, it was my favorite Disney movie. God only knows if they decide to try to do something like change something on that. But mine was Lady and the Tramp. Patrick Foster says, why will we do that though? So they can all be banned? True. Yes. Of course. Why would they want to ban everything? And it's like bullcrap. Bullcrap. Oh shit. I cut my finger today at work and it's bleeding like hell. So it's like, but the hell with them. I'm going to watch what I'm going to watch. And that's it. You ain't going to change my mind no matter what. Amanda says, I watched Lady and the Tramp earlier this week. It's too funny. Yes. My favorite part of the show is when he's pushing that meatball over to her. Like, it's like so cool. If I had I would do the same thing if I had a dog nose. My nose is kind of small, so I can't do it. But the number one song that is disturbing, and I really do want to write the Heat Miser. What was the lady, the tramp lady, the tramp girl, Peggy Lee, when she played that little tramp, and the freeze mixer. I don't know, hon. I have to check them out. Misers. I have to check those out and see what they're all about. But the number one song, the 10 most disturbing Christmas songs, is The Christmas Shoes. The Christmas Shoes. Where the little boy goes into a store and he wants to buy his mom a pair of shoes so she can wear them when she meets Jesus when she dies that night. Yeah. And what this guy was saying was, it's not so much about the kid buying his shoes, but the guy wants to show that he's man enough to give this kid some money so he can buy the shoes for his mom. And when I read that, I'm like, you're full of shit. You know what I mean? I mean, some of the songs that this guy wrote about was like really, really ridiculous. If you really want to know, about this list, please Google the 10 most disturbing Christmas songs. And then he gives little snippets why he claims that they are, but no, about red shoes. So what? But the guy helped the little kid out. And he didn't do it because he wanted to show the world that he was man enough because he had the money to buy the shoes. Not at all. So, but that's the top 10. No, the 10 most disturbing. Santa Baby, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Do they know it's Christmas? Christmas with Satan. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas. Backdoor Santa. Baby, it's cold outside. And the number one is the Christmas shoes. I saw that movie and I heard that song. I bawl out too when I listened to that song. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm just definitely looking forward to hearing. I'm not definitely looking. I have no choice in the matter, but I gotta listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You at least 10 times at work. I just get like really boring all the time, you know. Um, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, that was another favorite one of mine. The First Noel, God rest you, God rest you, merry gentlemen. Yeah. Um, those were the good ones. I like The First Noel. Green Sleeves, that was a good one. Um, you know, Up on the Rooftop, click, 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 down with the chimney with old Saint Nick. you know, Jingle Bells, you know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. My God, what do you all think of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Please tell me out there that you still watch Rudolph, because I do. I'm 61 years old and I do like watching Rudolph. And I also like watching Frosty the Snowman. Those are the two favorites. Have you ever heard pagans come to? Oh, yes, definitely, Sibel. Definitely, yes, I have. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Christianity are the ones that took some of the pagans' stuff and some of their practices and put it toward Christianity. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's what I heard. Definitely. Um, Blue Christmas by Elvis. Yes. Little Drummer Boy. Another good one, Cindy. Roseanne, another good one. What's your favorites? Please tell me. Frosty's the best. But if you ever get the opportunity, if you ever get the hey Virginia, good to see you again, seeing through the veil. Um, they were relatives, okay. Um, but if you get the chance, please, if you can, if the Trans Siberian Orchestra comes to your town, please get tickets because it is like one of the best um, concerts, Christmas concerts that you ever want to meet or hear or see. I got the CD to it, so I play it in my car around Christmas. Um, Amanda says, The Christmas Story is my favorite. Ah, not mine. I mean, I can watch maybe twice, but yeah, on TV when they have it going 24/7, I don't know. Maybe I'm good for one, you know, um, one show or maybe one and a half show, but I couldn't watch it 24/7, could not do that. But we are getting close to, as Jenny Nicasio said, the witching hour. She's the one that brought that up. And I just want to say that this was a very good show. I had a lot of fun. I'm not angry or mad anymore. I'm just on an even kill. Had a lot of good people doing comments. Roseanne, Virginia, Sibel, Johnny, Amanda, and other people. Kason. Thank you for sharing what you wanted to talk. What you shared. This Tuesday again, I'm going to have Phil Saracusa on again, and he's going to continue his story about his house being really, really haunted. So please, if you can, if you got an hour, come in. And Sibel says, my good friend was in charge of Christmas Story House. Oh, sweet. I hear that's a haunted place, dude. Sibel, I think that's haunted too, if I'm not mistaken. But please come in Tuesday, 8:10 p.m. and let's listen to Phil and let him continue the story. I will have that Christmas party and Christmas Eve show. And then we're going to go from there. But I want to thank K-Son says, was there a Christmas episode of Rick and Morty, guys? Okay, everybody out there. Sure will. I'll definitely send you an invite. It'll be all over Pittsburgh Paranormal Society page. But K-Son has a question for everybody out there listening. Was there a Christmas episode of Rick and Morty, guys? I don't know. K-Son, maybe my friends here in the chat room will find out for you, but I'm not sure. But I just want to say thank you for joining in again. I'm going to draw a card. I'm just going to draw my 3 cards, and you know what y'all got to do. Write them down, and the first card that I pick for you is your past. The second one will be what's happening in the now, and the third one is future. And I found somebody, ladies and gentlemen, some lady that works with animal spirit totems, and I'm going to ask her if she can come on the show and explain a little bit more. Okay. The first card I draw, well, never drew this one before. The alligator. This is your past. I never drew this card. Never. The alligator. The second one, the armadillo. That's the one for the now. And in your future is the owl. Whoop, can we get it? Here we go, the owl. So that's the alligator from the past, the armadillo for the now, and the owl for the future. So hopefully those help out for you. Okay, so everybody have a good night. Children, please, if you can, go to your parents and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. And parents, please go to your children and tell them that you love them. Because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. And everybody, please try to be happy and joyous, for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Thank you, Virginia, for being on. Sabelle, thank you. K-Son, I hope you will get that answer for you. But those 3 words, good night, Sebastian. Good to see you. Night there. So everybody, have a good night. Remember, those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. And on that note, since I have no more outro, I'm just going to have to stop the show right on the money. So everybody, good night. Have a good night. And I will see you Tuesday.